Hello and welcome to episode 30 of my journey through Gran Turismo. So we've moved on to menu book number 41, which is the Vision Gran Turismo trophy. So we're going to head straight into that. We have just bought the Porsche VGT. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start at Interlagos for the first race. So we've got 7 laps. The max performance points for this one are 850. And yeah, obviously it's got to be a VGT car, but other than that, it's not a great deal that you need. So I have completely missed turn 1, and that's not started very well. So let's retry that. I was trying to change gear then, which obviously isn't going to work since it's an electric vehicle. And I just don't think I broke anywhere near enough, which I still didn't then. Yeah, this car's like an absolute boat. But yeah, so anyway, we'll just we'll carry on. We'll see what happens. It's clearly extremely quick in a straight line, but it just doesn't turn. So this may not have been the best choice. I am just going to flick the traction control up to number 2, just because it does still feel a bit light on acceleration. And yeah, I think I'm just going to move the brake balance towards the front slightly. Although that was not a good time to try doing that. But anyway, right, so got the settings that we want. So let's see if we can actually try and get a corner right. So we should obviously gain quite a bit down the straight if we can get it to turn. So yeah, just using every bit of the track and more. And we have just about managed to get it stopped for a change. But yeah, if you do come to do this, I would not use this car. I think one of the Genesis VGT vehicles is pretty good, and I probably would go for that one if possible, which unfortunately I forgot about when I decided to buy this Porsche. But yeah, we are making a bit of progress, but we are still over 20 seconds behind the leader, so we're just going to have to see what happens. But yeah, it's extremely difficult to get the power down and turn. So yeah, you've just got to be extremely patient on corner exit. Extremely heavy on the brakes as well. And just use as much of the track as you possibly can. But yeah, this is awful. This is not the car that I would advise using. Yeah, so end of lap 3, and we're about 12 seconds behind. Missed turn 1 again though, which really doesn't help. But yeah, I think as well, if you do use load cell pedals and you do decide to use this car, I would probably turn your brake force down, because yeah, my leg's tired already. You just got to be obviously full brake force for long periods of time every time you go into a braking zone, which isn't the nicest thing. Yes, I definitely think the brake balance towards the front is helping. I'm actually going to move it a little bit further. I might as well move it all the way to the front. And that did appear to help me stop a bit better into that last corner. So yeah, it's definitely something that's worth trying if you are struggling. So yeah, just coming up to the second to last lap, and we're just over 4 seconds behind the leader. So yeah, we just obviously need to catch a couple of seconds per lap. But that really isn't that simple in this car. So it's all just going to be dependent on how much we catch down the straight now, as to whether we're going to have a chance at the win on this one, I think. And I actually think the leader is in the same car as us. So we didn't gain a great deal, but we are within 1.5 seconds now. We're going to have to probably try have a go into this last corner, but we're just a bit too far back. So yeah, unfortunately I don't think we're going to quite get there. But yeah, so that is the second position. Obviously not exactly what we wanted, but it does only need to be top 3. So yeah, what we'll do is, I think I'll probably go buy a different car, and then come back and have another go, because yeah, that car just really isn't fun to drive. It probably won't be too bad, like if you had a lot of long straights, and a lot of, well, yeah, basically just straights, to be honest, because it doesn't do anything else right well. Right, I've just got to figure out where I need to be. I don't think it's there, is it? Oh, there we go. I'm not actually sure what the real difference is between these two, apart from one being slightly heavier, and obviously a slight design change. But yeah, so we're gonna purchase the Genesis X, and we'll go in and have another go with this. So this is so we've got to collect to level 28, which has just unlocked a couple more menu books for us. Sorry, as I was saying, this is slightly over the performance points that it can be, so we are going to have to reduce the power on this one slightly, but we can do that from in the race area. So we'll go to the race shop and buy a power restrictor, go to car settings, and yeah, we'll put it to 90 and see what that does. That takes it down to 69, so we probably want around 80ish. 75. You can actually obviously reduce the output as well, which I like to try keep these a bit more balanced. So right, yeah, so if we have 85 on the output adjustment, 86 on the power restrictor, then we're just above 849, which is obviously under the 850. So head back in and give it another go, and just hope that this car slows down and turns a bit better. So again, just put the brake balance to the front slightly. Right, so we do need to be extra careful on acceleration. So we'll just turn the traction control up. But yeah, so this one does actually stop really well. It's more just obviously acceleration that's the bigger problem. It is it's very twitchy coming out the corners, which doesn't help when you've got cars sat right in front of you. It can obviously really easy to get a little bit impatient and just try accelerate too quickly and just send it sideways. And yeah, the top speed difference isn't, well, there isn't really one, to be honest. Sorry, pal. Just destroyed his car for him. But yeah, so as usual, still getting blocked in the middle of the corners. In a car that's obviously more reliant on carrying corner speed. But yeah, so I'm not 100% sure what my best lap time was in the Porsche, but I'm almost certain it was in the 30s. So we've already gone basically 4 or 5 4 seconds quicker than that. That's been with a few bumps and barges as well, so you can actually get a clean lap in. You can see just what sort of pace it does actually have, but definitely an easier car to drive through the corners, at least. Like I say, coming out of them is a bit trickier. Yeah, I mean, even if you just go into a higher gear than what you'd usually expect to do. Just removes a bit of that initial torque. Which obviously give you a smoother exit. Might cost you a little bit of time. Then obviously if you got it right in the lower gear, but a lot easier to do consistently. Just again turning in when I'm going through the gap that was there. But yes, obviously as you can see, in the lead already, and we're only on lap 4. So yeah, massively easier in this car. Still hard work, but at least it turns. Oh, we do actually have gears on this one as well. Which I've only just thought about to say we're 4 laps in. Well, I say only thought about, obviously I have mentioned using the gears already for corner exits, but yeah, the Porsche was obviously an automatic, well, fully electric, so obviously doesn't have any gears. But yeah, that does help with cornering for this car as well. Obviously going into the lower gears does help with the rotation. So yeah, so done a 123 now, which yeah is a decent chunk faster than in the Porsche. And definitely easier to drive. So yeah, if you are stuck on which car to use, this Genesis is, or would be, a very good choice. Obviously I've only got this and the Porsche to go off, so there may be other cars out there that are even better than this one. But yeah, and just going back to, obviously with the saying the Porsche was obviously difficult in the braking zones, and you may need to reduce your brake force. You may want to reduce your force feedback in this one because the steering is very heavy. Come on, you're getting lapped, get out of the way. Yeah, so just coming around to complete the final lap now, and over 17 seconds in front. So yeah, to say we just obviously finished in second in the Porsche, and we've actually ended up 22 seconds in front of the car that won in the first try. So that's, yeah, it's definitely a much better car. But yeah, anyway, so that's race 1 done. Which obviously moves us on to race number 2. So we're heading to Deep Forest for this one. Again, another 7-lap race. But it looks like this is in reverse. And I do not like this circuit in reverse, but anyway. So again, just turn traction control up, adjust brake balance, and then yeah, we should be about right there. We'll just obviously have to get used to how aggressively we can accelerate out of some of these slower corners, which I'm guessing is going to be not very. So yeah, I did shift straight up to second to come out of the hairpin there. This looks like it's going to get a bit tight. You'll just stick me into barrier. I mean, I get obviously you don't just sort of have to let you pass, but when the car's doing probably 50 mile an hour more than you are down a straight, it's probably a better idea. But yeah, I really wouldn't want to have tried to drive the Porsche around here. I knew I needed to lift into there and still didn't lift enough. But yeah, anyway, so we're into 4th. We're only on the 2nd lap, and we are less than 10 seconds behind the leader. So yeah, with it being a 7-lap race, we should have plenty of time to get caught up. If I stop making mistakes, that is. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of these cars. Unless you're using them sort of quite often, they are a bit difficult to get the hang of. Very easy to make mistakes in. Just got caught up with the Porsche there. Just obviously, as we know, got no corner speed, so very hard to judge how it's going to take a corner, because they'll just slam on in the middle of the corner and then have a lot of acceleration out of them. Yeah, so a bit messy, but we are in the lead now, and we do obviously at least have some clean track ahead of us, where we can just try and put some nicer laps in, even though it's not going to work when I keep going off track. Seems to want to understeer a lot round here, which isn't very helpful. I think it's just getting on the throttle a little bit too early, so it should be easily avoidable. Just have to be extra patient, just to make sure you're actually through the corner before you then start accelerating again. I'm going to brake into here again this time. So again, yeah, straight up to second to exit out of there. So yeah, a much cleaner lap. That moves us on to the second to last lap now, with a 7-second lead. So again, just try to not make any serious mistakes. Since I've already made enough of them in this race. Weird, sometimes it just picks up a lot more quickly than normal, and then it just pushes you wide. Just take a bit of getting used to. But yeah, so on to the final lap now. again, just I think the curb just pushed me on a little bit. But it's weird. I mean, you can catch part of it, and it doesn't cause any weird reaction. But then if you catch a little bit more, it sends you off into the wall. But yeah, anyway, so that's race 2 done. Won by just over 10 seconds. I mean, that gap may have closed by the time they get to the line. Oh no, it did actually go up. So yeah, so definitely easy enough again in this car. You just do have to be a bit careful. So that moves us on to race number 3, which is at Kyoto Driving Park. I am not sure which layout yet. So it's the Yamagiwa circuit, so yeah, this could be interesting. It's 7 laps again. So again, just adjust brake balance and traction. Yeah, I mean, you could probably get through that set of corners without lifting too much, but I just didn't want to risk a crash this early on, or well, at all for that matter. But I'd rather just back off slightly and try not to make any big mistakes. Yeah, so we're up into 5th. Fourth now. Just coming into the start of the second lap. And only 4 seconds behind the leader as well, so yeah, this one should be nice and simple. Just again going to be watching out for these cars that are quick in a straight line but can't turn, because they will take some very strange lines. Alright, here you just move over on me. So yeah, into the lead before the end of the second lap. So just no silly mistakes now. Yeah, it really don't like hitting curbs, this car. Some of them are still very smooth over them, others it just really unsettles the car. So that is something to bear in mind if you are using this one for these races. Yeah, we did obviously just manage to avoid most of that curb that caused us the problems last time when it went through that corner nice and easily then. So yeah, just would have caught that curb too much again, so just backed off that time. And yeah, at the lower speed it did roll over it alright, but it did obviously cost quite a bit of time. Oh no, maybe not, since we've just had a purple sector. It just kept it more stable, which meant it got the grip down out the corner better. Yeah, so that moves us on to the penultimate lap. And yeah, we're over 20 seconds in front, so really don't have anything to worry about. the power a little bit too early then. But yeah, on to the last lap now. Made a change. A lapped car actually getting out the way. Tend to just sit on the racing line doing 5 mile an hour and completely block you through the middle of the corner, but yeah. Anyway, so that's race 3 done. So yeah, that completes the menu book for us. Which means we'll head back to the cafe, get it finished off properly. So yeah, that's unlocked as a roulette ticket, which probably won't be very good, but you never know. Yeah, so that's unlocked menu book number 50 for us, which is the Jimny Cup. And again, I don't know why there's just obviously loads missing between, but obviously I'm sure we'll unlock them all eventually. We'll just have a quick look through the extra menus, see if we've completed any of these, which I don't think we will have because obviously we don't have many cars at the moment. So no. So yeah, that's it for this menu book. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please join me again next time, and bye for now.